Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys my go-to makeup look for any event or party or anything that I have to go to really. And just to begin, I like to prep my skin, and I'm actually using the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Smoothing Eye Serum. And I really like this product just because I feel like it smooths my under eye, actually just my entire eye, before I actually go to apply my makeup. So that's the first thing that I'm doing. Alright, so the next product that I'm going to be applying is a dewy primer from Wet n Wild. And I personally like a dewy finish, so if you like a dewy finish, then I would suggest investing into this product. It's very affordable and it's so good. I've almost used the entire thing. So just rub that in, and the next step that I'm going to do is actually a highlighter. I'm using a liquid highlighter from e.l.f. I think it's the rose gold one. Yeah, it's the rose gold one, and I like to put this underneath my foundation just to give myself an extra glow, just in case like I do forget highlighter if I just don't want to put highlighter on. But I just feel like it makes your skin and your makeup look so good. You guys should really try it. Okay, so the product that I'm putting on the back of my hand is my foundation, but I forgot that I had to spray my face with just a little spray, like a face spray, and then put on color corrector. And this color corrector is the one from e.l.f. I actually have another video on it, and I'll actually just put the link somewhere in the corner so that you guys can see it if you just want to know what color and everything that I got. And right here, I'm just showing you guys the difference that the color corrector made to my under eye. So now I'm taking a brush and I'm just going to apply the foundation that I had put on the back of my hand. I am applying the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the color Cashew. It's a satin finish, and I feel like because I have dry skin, satin and dewy finishes look the best on me. This foundation does have a large shade range, and I think that it runs for about $6, but I do think that you should try it out. So I haven't just yet in this clip, but please, whenever you do your foundation, please don't forget to go down to your neck, because some people's faces are one color and their neck is another color. And I promise you, it does look a mess. And this next step is just something that I like to do. I just feel like sometimes the brush, it just leaves like marks on my face. So I take a beauty blender or a sponge and I just smooth it all out. And I usually don't do this, but I noticed that some of my dark marks just weren't covering up. So I went back with the color corrector stick and I just covered them up. And then I'm going to go back again with just a little bit more foundation. Not a lot, because I still kind of want it to look not so caked on. And I'm just going to go over those, and I'm going to put my foundation over it, and I'm going to move on with my life. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's an actual song playing in the background this time, like with words. But I'm just doing it for people that have their own songs. I just felt like it'd be cool if we could all just support each other. So I'm just going to be throwing like songs in the background. And I usually spray my setting spray twice, once after my foundation and once at the end, just so that everything melts into my skin. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. I like to put my concealer underneath my eyes, on my forehead, above my lip, I don't know what that part is called, and on my chin. And I noticed and I've learned that if you let your concealer sit, it works a lot better, and it's not like as like sheer whenever you start to blend it out. And for my contour, I'm actually just using a darker foundation shade, and this foundation is actually the Maybelline foundation in the color 322. Alright, so after I apply the contour to my jawline, I like to blend it down my neck, just because I've had times where I didn't blend it down my neck and then it was still kind of there and it looked super crazy, and I came home and I was like, I've been looking like this all day. So just to be careful, make sure that you blend it until you can't blend no more, and then you blend it down your neck just so that it looks really good. I didn't say this, but I am using a fluffier brush to blend out my contour, and I'm using the same fluffy brush to blend out my concealer along my forehead, my chin, and like above my lip. But underneath my eye, I'm going to be blending it out with a sponge or a beauty blender, just because I feel like it's a lot smoother. Okay, but y'all see what that under makeup highlighter did though? Before I even applied my highlighter, it was popping. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Under Eye Powder in the color Peach. And then to set my chin and my forehead and above my lip, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Setting Powder in the color Sheer/Golden. And then just to clean up my contour kind of on the sides of my face, I'm going to be using the Translucent Airspun Powder. Now you don't have to use all these, I'm just really extra. Now I'm doing my eyebrows. I actually have a whole video on how to do your eyebrows if you don't know how to. And I'll just link it up right at the top in the corner. So yeah, I'm just going to speed right through this. Something that is different from my eyebrow video though is that I'm using my foundation to clean up underneath my eyebrow. Just because I feel like my concealer was way too light and I had to do way too much to get it to blend in with the rest of my face. But I feel like with your foundation, you don't have to do that much. Now I'm applying an eyeshadow primer. If you don't have eyeshadow primer, you can apply concealer. Honestly, you don't have to apply anything before eyeshadow. It's just something extra that I feel like keeps your eyeshadow staying for longer. But honestly, I'm not even going to apply eyeshadow, so I'm not really sure why I put it on. What I'm going to be applying is a bronzer from the bronzer palette that e.l.f. has. And I do have the lighter bronzer palette. Now I'm going to be applying the bronzer underneath my eye. When I tell you guys, this looks so good. I love applying eyeshadow or bronzer underneath my eye. It's just so bomb. If you don't do it, please start. Just please. It's just going to change your whole life. Now I'm going to be taking a contour palette from e.l.f. and I'm just going to be setting my contour with it. Just very lightly, just because I feel like the contour foundation that I had used and the contour like palette from e.l.f., they're like different shades. And I just didn't really want to change the color of my contour, but I just wanted to set it. And then I'm just going to be contouring from the beginning of my eyebrow down the bridge of my nose just to give it a little bit more definition. And then after this, I'm going to be applying a cream blush. Also an e.l.f. palette. I love e.l.f. I personally like cream blushes just because I feel like if I put too much on, all I have to do is get a sponge and just pat it away and then I can just reapply it, which I do a lot just because I accidentally always apply way too much. Now it's time to brush off the setting powder that is on my face, and I'm just going to take a finishing powder that I have from e.l.f. again and I'm just going to brush it all away. And I like to brush over my contours too sometimes just to kind of like blend it in a little bit with the rest of my face. If you choose to go underneath your eye like I just did, don't swipe because then it'll just leave streaks. Make sure that you pat it in. Now I'm going to be using two highlighters. I'm going to be using the liquid highlighter from earlier and a Kylie highlighter. And I'm just going to be mixing them together and applying it just because I feel like the Kylie one is very white, but then the rose gold one is like, it's too rose gold for my skin. So I feel like the mix of them is just the perfect combination because I'm like kind of pale, but then not really pale. I don't know. Alright, so I hate wearing fake eyelashes. So I'm just going to be doing my regular lashes. And I'm using an eyelash curler because my lashes, they are naturally straight. And it's horrible. So I'm just curling my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be using a mascara primer from e.l.f. and Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. And if you have not tried this mascara and this primer together, you need to, because it's really bomb. Ooh, this is a side note, but look at this brush holder that I got from TJ Maxx. I think it was like $12, but it spins. So cool. So if you get any mascara on your lid, just take a little concealer brush and just go over it, and it should just go away like how I just did. I feel like just because my lashes are so short, it just never works out for me, and I always get it everywhere. I always get so tired doing my makeup. Now I'm just going over any beauty marks that I have. I love them so much, but they always get covered up by my makeup. So I'm just going over them with that. Now I'm just going to line my lips in a dark brown lip liner. Then I'm going to be using a satin nude lipstick, a nude that's nude for me. If you're a different complexion than me, then get whatever is nude for you. And then I topped everything off with a nude lip gloss. This one is from NYX, but like I said, just get a nude that works for you. Don't forget to set your face with some setting spray, and the look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!